Hello and welcome into my kitchen. Today I'm going to make for you some kicked up spaghetti. And the reason I call it kicked up is because I do something a little special to the sauce that's going to go over the top of the spaghetti. Now normally you just cook up the ground beef, you dump a bottle of this in it, let it simmer, and then you put it on your plate. So what I have here is I have 1 pound of ground beef, 80/20, and a 1/3 pound of sweet Italian sausage. And you can use the hot or the mild, but I just use the sweet. 1/3 of a pound. About a tablespoon of minced garlic, and salt and pepper, and of course the sauce. And I put an onion in there. I'm going to use about half of this, and I'm going to show you. So let's get started with this onion. I usually start on both sides where the growing part is. I don't know what you call that, but anyway, this side. I cut both sides up, and then I just go right down the middle, and I peel the top layer of skin off. Cut it one way, turn it around, and then I cut the other side. And this is what I call a rough chop. So I got my skillet heating up over here. Got the noodles. They're cooking over here. Sometimes it takes longer to cook the noodles than it does to actually cook the sauce. So anyway, in goes the ground beef and the Italian sausage. A little bit of salt and pepper. Now when the beef gets cooked up with the onions, I'm going to pour the fat out if there is any, then I'll add the garlic. If you add the garlic too soon, it becomes bitter and it loses all its flavor. I have my heat on medium high right now. Okay, the ground beef and the sausage is just pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. It's a tablespoonful of minced garlic. Now since I use the 80/20, there is literally no grease to drain off of here. It's really, really lean. But when the sauce gets added to it, that's just more flavor. Another thing I like to do, I like to perform a taste test on this. You know, you could probably make a whole meal out of just the sauteed sausage and burger meat and onions. It's really, really good. Okay, the spaghetti is done, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to add 1 jar of tomato sauce. Now you may choose to make your own. I don't do that because it's a pretty lengthy process, and this does just good for me. So I'm mixing this sauce all around in here, and I'm going to turn it down on a medium to low heat, put a top on it, and let it simmer for 20 minutes. And then it'll be ready to plate up. Now you're going to want to come over here and stir this around a couple of times during this simmer stage of making this sauce. And I cook it for 20 minutes on real low heat so all those flavors can just get to know each other, meld up in there. Oh, it's just so special. Just has that sweet taste to it when you put the onions in there and the garlic. Oh, and that Italian sausage. Yeah, it just makes it so much better. So we are just about there, and we're going to plate it up and sit down and enjoy a plate. Okay, here we go. 20 minutes have already passed, and I'm ready to plate this up. Let's go in for the noodles now. Okay. And we're going to top it off with Parmigiano Reggiano. There you go. Kicked up spaghetti. I hope you try this because you're going to love it. Okay, here we go. Kicked up spaghetti, topped off with some Parmigiano Reggiano, a couple pieces of garlic bread, and the finishing part of it is some sweet red from Wimberley Vineyards. This is so good. As Justin Wilson would say, I guarantee. Let's try this out. Unbelievable until you try it out, and then you will believe it, because I believe it. This is some good spaghetti here. And a toast for cooking up a nice plate of kicked up spaghetti. Well, that's all I got. Do yourself a favor and cook some of this up for your family, because it is really, really good.